Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we unpack the stories and surprises behind the stuff we all live with every day. Today's question comes from one of our awesome viewers, AJ in the house. Thanks for sending this one in. You asked, how have dating apps changed modern dating? If you've ever found yourself endlessly swiping right at 2 a.m., wondering why your matches disappear faster than your snacks, you're definitely not alone. So today, we're diving into the wild, weird, and sometimes wonderful world of dating apps. How they flip traditional dating on its head, turned romance into a swipe sport, and why your soulmate might just be one bad profile picture away. Stick around as we decode the love life algorithm right here on Explaining Everything. Before dating apps took over, people actually met each other in real life. Yeah, real life. Remember that place? You'd see someone at a party, a coffee shop, or even a grocery store and try your luck with actual conversation instead of swiping on a tiny screen. You might have asked, "So, do you like stuff?" and nervously hoped your sweaty palms didn't give you away. If they liked you back, maybe you'd get a phone number and actually call each other. Wild, right? Romance was spontaneous. You could accidentally lock eyes, trip over your words, and still somehow end up on a date. Now, it's all carefully curated photos and carefully crafted bios. Romance today? It's algorithmically generated, based on what your phone thinks you want. Nothing says true love like a guy who lives 6 blocks away and shares your love for dogs. Or maybe just your love for not going outside. Dating apps brought us the legendary swipe. You swipe right if you like someone, left if you don't. It sounds simple, but swiping has become its own strange sport that millions of people play every day. Lying in bed, swiping left faster than you skip ads on YouTube, swiping right because, hey, they have a dog. But then you get unmatched immediately because they saw your bio that said, "Just here for a good time, not a long time." It's a weird form of judgment where you decide someone's entire personality from 5 photos, one of which is always a suspiciously cropped group shot. Who are these people? Which one is the real them? Are they even real at all? If you remember the time when people wrote meaningful, poetic things about themselves, forget it. Now bios are mostly sarcasm and vague promises. Just ask, fluent in sarcasm, 6 feet because apparently it matters, or looking for the Pam to my gym. Yes, because everyone knows that the greatest relationship goal is to be stuck in an office with your soulmate for 8 hours a day. People put more effort into naming their Spotify playlists than writing their bios. And astrology? That's basically a dating checklist now. Gemini sun, Virgo moon, emotionally unavailable rising. Cool sounds like a roller coaster of feelings with a side of confusion. Remember when if you didn't like someone, you had to tell them to their face? Now ghosting is the norm. You can go on a few dates, have a decent conversation, and then poof, they vanish like a Snapchat message. No explanations, no goodbyes, just silence. Your texts stay on delivered, haunting you like an unread email you don't want to open. It's like the emotional equivalent of being left on red, but with more existential dread. One of the biggest ironies of dating apps is how they give us endless choices, but leave us feeling more single than ever. When you think there might always be someone better, one swipe away, committing to anyone feels like signing a lifetime contract with a phone company. You start thinking, maybe if I swipe a bit more, I'll find the perfect person. But with too many options, nobody feels like the perfect one. It's like being in a candy store and wanting everything but leaving with a sad granola bar because you're overwhelmed. You'd think Tinder and Bumble were enough, but nope! The dating app world has exploded into every niche imaginable. There's farmers only because nothing says romance like bonding over livestock. Christian mingle for people who want love with a side of Bible verses. Raya, the exclusive club for influencers and people who pretend they're influencers. And Hater, which matches people based on things they both hate, proving that mutual disdain can be a foundation for love. If you have a weird hobby or very specific deal breakers, there's probably an app for you. Left-handed baristas who do yoga on Tuesdays. Probably a dating app. This is how we find true love in the digital age, through carefully filtered algorithms and extremely specific preferences. Despite all the awkwardness, ghosting, and weird bios, dating apps do work. Some people find their soulmates there. Some find their next ex. And others just get really good at awkward small talk. For shy people, or those new to a city, apps are a blessing. They open doors to connections across cultures, time zones, and social circles that might never have met otherwise. In a way, dating apps are the modern love stories, full of glitches, surprises, and sometimes magic. They remind us that even in a world of endless options, deep down, everyone's just looking for someone to share late-night fries with and send dumb memes to during work. So, how have dating apps changed modern dating? They made it weirder, faster, more chaotic, and yes, sometimes totally frustrating. But they also made love more accessible and connected people in ways the old meet cute never could. If you've enjoyed this dive into the strange universe of swipes and matches, please like and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.